Greetings and salutations, what's goody folk? I am Bryson, your host, coach, and creator of all things soul driven, soul intended, including my podcast, Spiritually Logic, formerly known as Soul Driven, Soul Intended Podcast. Today we are going to go ahead and get into the intuitive reading forecasting for Virgo. If you are Virgo in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected, or Virgo placements in your chart, or even Virgo North Node, this intuitive reading can possibly resonate with you. This is, again, a general timeless intuitive reading. So at any time that you come across this video, Virgo, and you resonate, it could be for you. Okay, so in real time, we are currently experiencing the Mercury retrograde. About maybe 5-6 days or so ago, we also entered into the energy of Friday the 13th, and then the day before yesterday we had the full blood moon, and then yesterday we had the full moon lunar eclipse. Okay, so there's a lot of shifts going on, a lot of old feelings and old loves and old people resurfacing in our lives, as well as some shadow energies that are coming up as well to be revisited upon for healing and for completing and closing out cycles and moving on to the next new beginnings. Okay, so with that said, Virgo, we are going to go ahead and get into your intuitive reading video, and we're going to start as always with the forecasting of your energies that you have recently been in, currently are in, or could be in the near future. Okay, so we're going to kick it off with the blue dice, which we have one. With my numerology, we know that one represents the emotional body, which is how we feel about the things that we've experienced and gone through in our lifetimes, from past to present. Okay, and past reaching as far back as childhood, even childhood traumas, so on and so forth. Okay. Next up from the emotional body is leadership energy. So Virgo, you could be being called into leadership in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it's in relation to your career or business. If you're an entrepreneur or starting a new business, you could be being called to come into leadership over your emotional body, handling that murky muck of emotions, or lower vibrational emotions that we tend to suppress and not really deal with up front, which we refer to as doing the shadow work. Okay, so you could be being called into leadership over your emotional body. Okay, and one also represents new beginnings, which means that you have learned lessons, you have closed out cycles, you have closed out toxic karmic energies within and about you. And because of that, you are now graduated because you've applied the lessons learned, and you're now moving into your new beginning. Okay, 333 was just on the clock. Spirit resonates. Okay, especially with this lunar eclipse, there is a cosmic shift going on for those who resonate and who have done the work. Okay. Next up, we have 4 on the red dice. 4 represents the foundation, space, and energy. Okay, so when we think about the foundation, it's the foundation that we build our idealisms and belief systems upon, not only those things or those aspects, but also how we build our emotions and how we show affection to other people, how we move about in our day-to-day lives. Okay, how we go about cultivating and building careers and businesses and finances and things of that nature. So it encompasses all things. Okay, on a soul level, we can reduce 4 to 2, which gives us union, companionship, and partnership energy. So you're going into union or some type of partnership. It's not always simply limited to romantic partnerships and unions. It can also be to close familial ties and relationships, close friend relationships, or your soul tribes, or even business partnerships, and even coming into union with self, coming into that balanced energy between the yin, the yang, your divine masculine and feminine, your light and shadow aspects, integrating those energies into one and effectively operating in a balanced form, in an ebb and flow between the two of each aspect. Okay, reducing 2 to 1 takes us right back to the emotional body, leadership energy, and new beginnings. Okay, now we have 2 on red, so we're right back at union, companionship, partnership energy. Okay, there's going to be a lot of unions in some shape, form, or fashion going on right now for you, Virgo. Okay, excuse me, I nicked the back of my head shaving, so it's still kind of festering up. But anywho, so that's the forecast of some separate energies that many of you may resonate with on a on some level. Take it as it resonates. But we have everything added up together, 4 plus 2 plus 1, that gives us an overall energy of 7. So this is a highly divine time and intuitive message coming through at this time for those resonating Virgos, Earth sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or otherwise heavily aspected or Virgo placements in your chart, or even possibly your North Node is Virgo. Okay, so with that said and done, we're going to go ahead and start picking some of these energies apart and see exactly what's going on with the resonating Virgos. Okay, as we know, with my intuitive readings, we do 2 rows now of 3 principal cards, which serve as a purpose to divine your energy, Virgo, and any conflicting energy that is attaching itself to you, whether it's from a third party outside energy, possibly a partner, or even conflicting energies from within. Okay, so it will all depend on what comes out in the cards and the resonating energy. Okay, so we'll get right to it. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups in reverse, okay. 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Okay, 3, 7, 7 on the board. So some of you Virgos may be seeing 3, possibly even 3. And you may even be seeing 777 or possibly 777. Okay, for me, and my spirit numbers and synchronizations, 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, time for financial responsibility. 777 signifies or reveals spiritual evolution. So some of you Virgos may be on the precipice of a spiritual awakening for the first time, or you are ascending to different levels within spirit. Okay, and the 33 is a master number. We have 11, 22, and 33 for master numbers. Let me pull it up because I can't recall what 33 is off the top of my head. A little brain fog because it's like 8:11 in the morning here, and I didn't really get any sleep because of the eclipse last night and an intuitive reading session that I got into. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up master number 33. Okay, and see this specific detail behind that. People with a master number 33 are very knowledgeable, and their intuition and dreams are very vivid and quite intense, making their experience of life evocative and lucid in nature. People affiliated with this number will be loving, sympathetic, emotional, kind-hearted, and zealous in their essence. Okay, I personally, when I began my journey, I resonated with a master number 22, which is a master manifester, and I'm definitely seeing that energy really taking hold and grip in my life right now, and I'm very appreciative of that. The general rule when you're dealing with master numbers is that you, in numerology, we break down the numbers to find the base number and then go from there with that meaning of whatever that base number is. And it is said to not break down master numbers. I don't quite resonate with that anymore because I've been seeing 33 a lot, along with 22 and along with 11. You break 22 down, that takes you to 11, but then you still have that master number. For example, I'm using myself for an example, that master number 22 as your base or default master number, but then you break that down to 11, okay, which is a separate master number of its own, okay, but then you infuse 22 and 11 together and you get 33. So it all depends on, in my belief system, and some of you all may resonate with it, some of you all may not, and that's totally fine, okay, go with what you resonate with. But for me, depending on what your default is, so if you're a default 33, you can't break 33 down, okay? If your default master number 11, you can't break that down. But for me, it's like it can be broken down, and then that term, or in that sense, people who are master number 22s embody 11, 22, and 33. No, that does not make us better than the other. It's just something that I found to have been resonating with me as of lately. So moving forward, first principle card. On the top row, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is the inheritor, accessing your birthright, more than likely on a material, physical level, finance, business, and property. But it also has a spiritual connotation as well, because as spiritual, soul-driven, soul-intended beings, having a physical and human experience, we do have spiritual birthrights on many different levels. One of the main birthrights within spirituality is freedom and unconditional love, okay? So again, here we have the Four of Pentacles, the inheritor, accessing and gaining your birthright, prosperity and abundance. Again, the aspects of the material, finance, business, and property, earth sign energy, grounding energy. Four represents foundation, the ground. What are you building on your foundation? Okay. Earth sign energy, once again, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Okay. It just happened to be Virgo in my rising and Venus. Okay. Moving on to the second principal card, we have Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, Three of Cups, this is my player card. This card in energy beholds that of the player, okay? Someone who is not practicing fidelity. So this is infidelity, confirmation there. Somebody is being unfaithful to a union that they are participating in. Now, with this Three of Cups coming out in reverse, this can represent and reveal one of two things. This can be energy for some of you all that are coming out of a third-party situationship, okay? What was that? Others of you, this is in reverse and revealing that you, self, are actually the side piece in a pre-existing relationship. So those of you, Virgo, who resonate with that particular set of energies, you may have been moving about in this relationship, now deemed situationship, believing that you were the main or the only one, but you're actually the side piece, and the person, whoever you're dealing with on a heart, home, and family aspect, was already involved in a committed relationship before bringing you in, okay? This could be with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or possibly even another earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It all remains to be seen at this point. But again, we know that with the number 3 found here in the Three of Cups in reverse, we know that 3 represents finding and maintaining clarity. So again, some of you have found out or are getting ready to find out via this video that you are actually a third party infiltrating a pre-existing union. Okay, 3 also represents conflict, chaos, and mess brought on by third-party energy. And again, for some of you, you may be this third-party energy if you're not removing yourself from this situationship. Okay, moving on to the third principal card on the top row. This is the 7 of Wands. This is the prisoner. Okay, so someone could quite literally be getting ready to go to jail or prison. Okay, in the physical sense or in the spiritual sense, being spiritually jailed because of karmic justice and judgment on some things that you or someone else may have been doing in ill intent. Okay, so this 7 of Wands is coming up in the upright position. So this is definitely someone outside of your being that is facing this type of energy. Okay, again, this could be someone who is quite literally going to be arrested by the human law and jailed or imprisoned. Okay, if it's not that, then someone is going to spiritual jail, meaning they have broken some type of spiritual law, or someone may have done something intentionally malicious and malevolent against possibly a divine or chosen one, or an earth angel, if you will, or someone is stuck. Okay, it can also represent stuck energy. Someone is not doing the work that they need to do in order to evolve. Okay, 7 is a divine, highly divine number. It means evolving, evolution. Wands represents the aspects of spirituality, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. So someone could be quite stuck within any of those aforementioned aspects, okay? Stuck emotionally, holding on to betrayals and traumas and slights and things of that nature, and refusing to do the healing and moving on to the next and better. And because they're refusing to do the work, you're stuck in this energy. Okay, again, take it how it resonates. Okay, Wands is also indicative of fire sign energy: Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, 3 of Wands, not 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, excuse me, is the first principal card on the bottom row, okay? And this is coming out in the reverse, the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is the stress. So you're feeling physically stressed and overwhelmed and long-suffering on a soul level. But because this is coming out in the reverse, this is something that you, Virgo, are possibly perpetrating on yourself. So there's something that you are overly concerned about on a soul level and that you're overworking yourself on. Maybe there's something that you have created for manifestation, and because of the setting of your emotional body, or where the focus of your mind is at any moment, and spending the bulk of the time, the manifestation isn't coming as quickly as you think it should, which is causing this energy of being long suffering. And you might even be in your divine masculine energy, making uninspired moves, actions, and decisions, which inevitably is going to cause some sort of delay, resistance, or some further detriment to what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Okay, so again, the 3 of Swords in reverse: stressed, physically stressed, overworked, tired, but you're doing it to yourself, Virgo. Okay, again, another energy behind it coming out in the reverse is that you're possibly leaving this type of energy. Maybe some clarity has come through, because again, 3 represents finding and maintaining clarity where there once was conflict, confusion, chaos, and mess, or you're still stuck in this conflict and confusion within self, battling the two sides, light and shadow aspects, divine, feminine, and masculine, whatever it resonates, okay? Or some outside energy, okay? But again, it's coming out in the reverse, so it's likely either you are stressing yourself out or you're coming out of this energy, Virgo. Okay, next up, the second principal card on the bottom row, we have Six of Cups. Six of Cups tells us that there's peace, there's balance, there's harmony within the heart, home, and family aspect, okay? And so let me just back up here real quick to the Three of Swords. We just want to clarify and define that the swords is the total embodiment of who we are as a spiritual soul driven beings having a physical and human experience, okay? Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy, okay? So you all could be aspected or have air sign placements in your birth natal chart, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, okay? So moving right back to the Six of Cups, again, this is peace, harmony, and bliss within your heart, home, and family aspects, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, okay? Again, you can be aspected as that and have placements in your chart, or there could be a possible water sign or someone who has placements or heavily aspected with a water sign that is helping bring this type of balance and this peace and harmony to your heart, to your home life, your family, or to your romantic situations, or even your romancing self and catering to self, showing that self-care, unconditional love, okay, self-empowerment. Okay, next up we have the final principal card on the bottom row. We have the Seven of Cups in an upright. So this energy is that of doubt and disappointment, realizing folks to be unreliable and lacking integrity. Okay, this is in the upright position, so there's someone that's in your energetical field, and most likely a family member, because again we're dealing with cups, the heart, home, and family aspects. This could be a family member, a close friend who is like family, a best friend, or even a romantic partner. Okay, so there's someone in your energetical field, Virgo, that you are viewing as being disappointing or disappointed in and unreliable. You can't count on them for anything. And, they'll tell you one thing and they'll do another. They don't show up. They do not walk and move in integrity. And this is, again, leaving you feeling doubtful. You're disappointed in this loved one, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay? So now that that's said and done, we're going to go ahead and move on and start clarifying some of these energies so that we can get a better idea of what exactly is going on, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or heavily aspected, or Virgo placements, or Virgo North Node, okay? So what flipped out the clarifying card, this is the Two of Swords in reverse. That's the mask. That's fake, phony energy. The Two of Swords, so this is someone that you are in union with or some type of close bond. Okay, let me get these other ones out. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse, Empress energy. Ace of Swords, upright. Okay, so let's get into it. The bottom of the deck, Five of Cups in reverse. Someone is leaving, someone is moving. Being that this is in the reverse, this points to self, reflects self. So due to some of these issues, particularly with the player card, the Three of Cups in reverse, you could have found out that you are involved in a third-party situationship, and you're quietly removing yourself from the situation. You're moving away, quite literally. You're not putting an abrupt end to things and just cutting it off and going about your business. You're leaving. You're moving. Okay, some of you who resonate with this energy, this betrayal or this illusion of the heart has impacted you so much that you cannot just sever ties with this situation. You have to get up and leave. You're leaving the city, or even possibly the state, or even possibly the region, depending on the impact and how it resonates for you. Take it how it resonates. Okay, so going back to the Two of Swords in reverse. This is the mask. This is someone who is putting on a facade and not showing up as who they truly are. They're not showing their true face. A lot of times this could be because of ill intent, purposely trying to interweave themselves into someone's life for ill-gotten means and motives, okay? Or this could be someone who is hiding their true selves out of fear of not being accepted. E.g. or i.e., whichever one is appropriate, the DL, the down low. They live a down low lifestyle because they fear if they come out as homosexual, bisexual, or whatever sexual, that they will not be accepted by their loved ones and will be ostracized and ridiculed. Okay? So, those are the energies behind the Two of Swords. Okay? The mask. Okay? The false friend. Not showing up as who you really are. But the Two of Swords, the mask, is coming out in the reverse. So this tells us that, Virgo, you are not showing up as yourself. You are the one that's wearing the mask. Okay? So there's a couple of energies behind this. You could be wearing this mask and perpetrating a falsehood to other people intentionally, which is shadow and karmic aspects, or you could be wearing a mask to yourself. You're not allowing yourself to see who you really are. So in that case, this is self-deception. You're creating illusions for yourself on who you really are, okay? On a soul level, the total embodiment of who we are as spiritual soul-driven beings in physical casing or experience, okay? So this mask, for those who resonate, that you're wearing to yourself and not allowing yourself to see who you truly are, okay, this could be preventing you from accessing your birthright here in the Four of Pentacles, the inheritor. Okay, this is definitely, for those of you all who resonate with this, is the reason that you're in this physical stress. Your long suffering is because you're not allowing yourself to see you for who you really are. Okay, this could be due to certain belief systems and idealisms, or how you were programmed to see yourself and to be. Okay, for example, because you are biologically a lady, a feminine, yeah, I said it right. You are always supposed to be dainty. You are always supposed to be soft and pretty and pulled up, okay? And for some of you ladies, you don't feel that way. You're hard, you're rough, you're tough. You rock rough and stuff with your Afro puffs, okay? And that's okay. But because you were programmed and you were possibly raised to ladies act accordingly in this way, that's what you stuck to, and that's how you live, but that's not your true self. You want to take that dress off. You want to take them pumps off. You don't want no kitten heels. You want to put on some gym shoes. Confirmation. That's you. Somebody out there is resonating with this. You want to put on your gym shoes, your jeans, some joggers, you know, a sweatshirt or a t-shirt, and you want to go and hit the streets. You want to play b-ball, okay? You want to hang with the dudes, okay? And no, you don't necessarily have to be a lesbian to have that energy. You just tomboyish or whatever energy resonates with you, Virgo, male or female, divine masculine or divine feminine, okay? This mask that's being worn can also pertain to this Three of Cups in reverse situationship. For those of you all who are privy to this third party shenanigan, okay, you are, what's the word that I'm saying, that I'm searching for? You are, spirit will bring it to my remembrance, but you are not allowing yourself to see yourself as the side chick. Okay, there may have been some type of proof or evidence or revelation that has shown you that no, you're not the main attraction. Okay, you are the what is it that they call it? I can't think of these things right now. But the opening act, okay? You're not the main attraction, you're the opening act, okay? Or you're the intermission, okay? You're on when the male or female head of the relationship, if you will, quote unquote, when they decide to take a break from the main attraction, they go on over here to the intermission and entertain you. So for some of you, Virgo, in that situation, you're wearing a mask to yourself because you're in denial. That's the word that I wanted to use. You're in denial. You refuse to see yourself, the mask in reverse, as the third party. 3 of Cups in reverse. You refuse to see yourself in that light, and you are I'm the main bitch, or I'm the main nigga in this one, and that's the side piece. No, baby, it's a lie. Stop living in denial and illusions and rip this mask off from within and go on about your business, okay? That's the energy behind the 2 of Swords in reverse, okay? For some of you, yeah, that's the energy behind that. Okay. Now here we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. Now this is the Empress energy, divine feminine energy, operating in tandem in an ebb and flow between all queens in the deck. The Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor. Okay. The Queen of Swords. From a light aspect, higher vibrational resonation, the Queen of Swords is, just think of Xena, warrior princess, okay? Those of you who are familiar with the show, Xena was tough, but she was fair. She didn't operate in ill intent, okay? Which she was in her higher vibrational resonance. But she would fuck you up if you did wrong intentionally, okay? Or if you tried to come at her, she would quite literally... what was her Xena cry and start flipping all over the place. She had her sword, literally, her chakram, and she would start fucking it up, okay? The Queen of Wands, High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups, the mother, the nurturer, the wife. So this Empress energy embodies all of that, okay? Within this Empress energy is the default setting of spirituality, creativity, knowledge, and wisdom. Communication and the emotional body, okay, operating in the receptive mode, attracting on all levels of those aspects and the aforementioned within the other Queen of Cups, and it defaultly resonates within fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. No, you don't have to be a fire sign to be a beholder of the Empress energy, but it is just built on fire, raging fire, very strong, very powerful. It can create, it can sterilize, and it can destroy, okay, if need be. Okay, so there's an Empress energy in here with you, Virgo, whether you are a man or woman, either or can operate in default in Empress energy. And I always like use myself for examples. My main default is divine feminine. I've finally grown to accept that. I'm okay with it because I know I'm still a dude at the end of the day. But my spiritual default and how I interact and move is divine feminine. I receive, okay? I nurture, okay? I'm kind of in relationships. I'm kind of like wifey, like, because I want to take care of you. I want to make sure I want to nurture you. And when I say take care of, nurture you, and kind of pamper you and make sure, kind of dote on you, so to speak. And make sure that you're good. I just happen to be Leo, sun sign, and Sagittarius, moon sign, okay? But, as I've grown and evolved and have ascended, I work in tandem in a balanced flow of my divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So not only am I divine feminine, the Empress, I'm also the Emperor, okay? Integrated into one. So I know when to rest in my divine feminine default, and I know when to switch gears and shift into my divine masculine and take action and impart, okay? So again, there's a divine feminine energy here that is involved in this third-party situationship. But I feel like for those divine empress who was in this relationship or situationship, it got intuitive promptings. They saw something, they dreamt something that revealed to them about this shenanigan, and they just pulled back, backed up out of the situation and removed themselves. It's like this. I'm not befitting of this type of foolery and shenanigan. This Empress may have been slightly off balance and caught up in the game of the passion between this person and the one who's infiltrating this, or who is perpetrating this relationship and this third party situationship. Okay, so those again of you who resonate with this Empress energy have pulled back from this situationship and have gotten into their heart, home, and family aspects, and is now back to being balanced, peaceful, and blissful. Okay? This Empress went back into hermit mode and resting in his or her own energy and replenishing her self-love, her unconditional love, self-respect, okay, self-empowerment, okay? Because they saw this doubt and disappointment, okay? They froze, this Empress froze that person out. Oh, you jailed. You're in prison. You can't come anywhere near me. So, this caused some type of evolution or ascension with those of you who resonate with High Priestess energy. Okay, you may have went through ascension. This may have been a catalyst for a high-ranking ascension in your life, in your spiritual walk, which is giving you access to your birthright on a new and expansive level. Again, for those of you who resonate with that Empress energy. I was trying to see, what did I do with that towel that I was wiping? Anyway, okay, so moving forward, yeah, you definitely ascended. That was definitely the catalyst for an ascension for you select Virgos who resonate with divine feminine Empress energy, because here we have the final clarifying card is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is the ascended, the transforming, the transition. Okay, this is literal spiritual death, to be born again, new birth. Okay, this is the caterpillar going into its cocoon to emerge as the butterfly. You're no longer scaling walls, crawling about, moving gingerly, moving slowly. No, you done went inside. You done went within and created this cocoon, this shell to protect yourself so that you can transform and elevate and ascend. And now that you've emerged or are emerging or getting ready to emerge from this safety net, this peace, this harmony in your heart, home, and family aspects, because your home could be that cocoon that you created for yourself. Now you're breaking loose. Okay? You have wings now. Okay, so you ain't crawling about anymore. You don't have to scale no walls because you can simply take off and fly. However, be mindful though that upon emerging from this cocoon, your wings are still wet. So there's an adjustment period, okay? There's an adjustment period. You have to get used to your new form, your new shape. So although you have wings, you can't quite take off into flight just yet, okay? Because you have to settle yourself. You have to get used to this new energy, these new wings. You know what I'm saying? Flap them about a little bit. You know, work them out. Give them some exercise so that when you're ready to take off and actually fly, you don't fall on your ass because you were tried to take off prematurely. Okay? Again, sword space energy. The total embodiment of who we are as spiritual beings having a human experience. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Okay? So some of you, Virgo, have definitely ascended, especially due to this, some of you, because of this third-party situationship. You've put yourself first. Hell no, I ain't putting up with that shit, okay? While others of you, Virgo, are wearing this mask and you don't want to see the situation for what it is, or you're wearing a mask on some other soul level that's causing you this physical stress and being overwhelmed and long suffering. You feel like that there's something that you've been trying to manifest and it's just not working. And it's not working because you're hiding self from self. Okay, you're not in alignment with your, as Lulu from the House of Ashun would say, you're not in alignment with your star player. My phrase, the all being. Okay, source energy. Okay, so there's some balance that's going to have to take place there. Okay, alrighty. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my Kemetic, my Ancient Ones deck, the hierarchy of the Kemetic and Egyptian order, gods and goddesses. So we're going to see what they have to say or how they want to chime in. Okay, for some of you on Nine of Pentacles, you're being called to, if you're not already doing so, to begin paying off debts. Okay, paying off debts, it will pay off in the long run. It will make room and pave the way for money to come back in with ease. What do I mean with that? Nine of Pentacles, finance, business, property. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. You all may be embarking on some type of financial endeavor or business endeavor, or even trying to find, if you have not already found land to build some type of property on. Okay, so if you have some type of business endeavor or financial endeavor of that respect or aspect, this is the time for you to start handling your business, start paying off bills, start settling old debts, credit card debts, or whatever debts that you have now that have not yet been taken care of. Now's the time to do that. Why? Because when it comes time for you to make these new acquisitions in whichever aspect within the material, you've already taken care of that business, so you won't have to approach this endeavor or acquisition, and then when you get there, it's like, oh damn, I can't do this right now, or I have to scramble in order to do this and go back and take care of this, what I should have taken care of a long time ago. So that's the energy behind this card. Again, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. With the number 9, we're rounding the end of a cycle. Okay, so you're very close to some sort of acquisition on a material level. Okay, but you got to start settling out debts. Okay, stop kidding yourself, because this could also relate to the Two of Swords, the mask energy in reverse. I feel like some of you Virgo, you're again in denial, but in regard to your financial aspects. Okay, you think that you can move about with ease and put certain things off to obtain something else. It's not going to work that way. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, 10 of Swords is coming out in the Ancient One deck. This is the Dark Night of the Soul. Okay, which this makes perfect sense. Okay, the Dark Night of the Soul, we know that this is a very intense spiritual event. Okay, it kind of works in tandem with the Ace of Swords, the Transformer. Okay, the Ascension, the Ascender, confirmation. Okay, the Dark Night of the Soul, very intense. Okay, it is all about your shadow aspect on a soul level. Okay, and for some of you Virgo, this can be even more intense because we are in Mercury retrograde. Okay, some of you may have started the Dark Night of the Soul Friday the 13th, which could have been doubly or triple in this case, because you got the Dark Night, you got the retrograde, now you experiencing Friday the 13th. And lo and behold, now we have this full moon and then the full moon lunar eclipse. So this is a tremendous experience, an intense experience with the Dark Night of the Soul. So it may be even more extreme than usual if you've had other Dark Night of the Soul experiences. If this is your first one, my God be with you, because it's going to be downright scary. Some of you may even think you're dying. The time frame that you go through or experience a Dark Night of the Soul It varies from person to person and situation to situation. I've heard of some having or being in a dark night of the soul for years, months, days, but it differs, okay? And this is part of, getting you out of this false mask that you're wearing to self, okay? The dark night of the soul dredges up shadow energy, shadow events, traumatic events, something that you hidden from yourself, you've suppressed, you're not dealing with. There's some things that need to be revealed on a soul level that will quite drastically change your life on a soul level and your belief systems and idealisms on a soul level. This is important within spirituality because it brings upon healing on a soul level, okay? And it helps get you into an energy to where you can evolve, number 7, and transform with this Ace of Swords, spiritual death and transformation. Okay, we know that 10 is a number of completion. So within this dark night of the soul, when you go through it and you come out of it, you have completed a very significant cycle and stage and level within your spirituality. Okay, so just to advise you of that. And no, you will not only have one dark night of the soul experience. You can have several. I've had several. I've had at least about 6, 7 at this point in the game. Okay. So moving forward, ancient ones, what else do we have to say for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or otherwise aspected, or Virgo placements, or even North Node, 3 of Pentacles? Okay. Again, this is going back to the 9 of Pentacles, the stimulus check, paying out debts or paying off debts so that it can pay off in the long run. Okay. Some of you all are conflicted within your money aspect, your financial aspects. Okay, you're confused. You're not sure which move to make, how to make these moves. There could be some chaotic energy behind that, meaning that you're all over the place with your finances. You're not saving. You're not investing. You're possibly not even spending appropriately. Okay. For other of you, Virgo, it could be the quite opposite because, again, 3 also represents finding and maintaining clarity. Okay, so Virgo, you could resonate with having found this clarity, and now you're moving out of this chaotic energy in regard to your finances, business, or property, and now you're getting into your stimulus check energy, and you're now taking care of business. You're paying off debts. You're settling things, okay, so that you can move on to the next material endeavor in finance, business, or property. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Okay. It's a lot of earth sign energy here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Okay. So this energy here is that of being jealous and envious. Someone could be envious of your material prospects, or you, Virgo, could be envious and jealous of someone else's material prospects and what they have, okay? And if that is you, Virgo, what do I say to that? Mind your business, okay? What someone else is acquiring is none of your business. If you want it, then you need to start taking the proper and effective steps in order to create and manifest that for yourself. But you don't need to be in somebody else's business coveting and hating because they have something that you want, okay? So if this is you, Virgo, get up out of that energy. It's not cute. It's rude, crude, and unattractive, okay? There's a message somewhere for you, Virgo, other Virgos who could possibly resonate with this information, okay? There's some sort of message somewhere in regard to some type of financial or business transaction. Something came through, something was denied, okay? If something came through, you definitely need to check your communications, check your text messages, check your emails, check spammed emails, check your voicemails, okay? Check as many places as possible, because there is definitely a message into some sort of financial or business or even property aspect, trying to acquire something. Okay, if you were approved, there are certain actions that you need to take in order to solidify this deal or this acquisition. If you were denied, there still could possibly be some certain steps that you have to take in order to have this acquisition or this project revisited, okay, or resubmitted, if you will. Okay, this is definitely, for some Virgo, this is a new startup project, or definitely a new acquisition, maybe new property, a new business, business property, or something of that effect, new stock. So you have to get in and take it where it resonates. Okay, Three of Swords in reverse. Y'all still stressing yourself out. Some of you all are stressing yourself out of these financial and business and proprietal acquisitions. Is that a word? I'm not sure. If it's not, I just made it up. Okay, I just created it. So moving forward, we're going to go ahead and switch over to our angels and archangel and ancestral deck to see what your spiritual guide team has to say, or what they want you to know at this time. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's cute. So I'm taking all of those. Page of Pentacles again. Okay, I feel like this is your energy, Virgo. You jealous. You're envious of what somebody else got. Stop being jealous and envious and get your shit together. Mind your business and do what you need to do in order to acquire that which it is that you want. Okay? Get up out that lower vibrational energy, Virgo. You're an earth sign. We're earth signs. You're supposed to be grounded and tempered. Okay? You're supposed to have a strong foundation. When you're in your higher vibrational resonance, your foundation is strong, it's sound, it's uncrackable, okay? But when you're not and you're lower vibrating, what happens? Tremors, earthquakes. Shit starts falling to pieces because your ground is not stable. It's not sturdy, okay? Shit falling apart. Cracks coming all up in your shit. Step on a crack, you break your mama's back. I didn't make that jingle or a song up. Okay, so your ancestors, angels, archangels are saying stop being jealous, stop being petty, stop being envious, okay? And again, those of you who resonate, Virgo, you got some message somewhere, or possibly some of you, that is the message from your spiritual guide and team. Others of you, you definitely have to check your communication devices. There's something that's awaiting you that needs action, whether it's an approval or denial, it still needs action. Queen of Wands, High Priestess, get into your intuitive promptings, okay? When I say get into your intuitive promptings, this is the divine feminine energy, so you need to sit still. There's something that's trying to come through on a spiritual level. It could have something to do with a spiritually based business, creative based, or spiritually creative based business that you're not picking up on because you're stressing yourself out, overworked and overconsumed with being conflicted and having chaotic energy in regard to your financial aspects or business or proprietal aspects. You heard me. And the two are intertwined with your creative and spiritual aspects. And because you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, Virgo, you're missing the intuitive promptings that is trying to come in and save your ass, okay? Queen of Wands, High Priestess energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, fire sign, spirituality, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, okay, message in the page, okay, and the emotional body. You too caught up in your emotions, okay, and you're not paying attention to what's going on business-wise. You have to be practical in these matters sometime, okay? For some of you, Virgo, you caught the message, or you are already actively resting in your divine feminine, the High Priestess energy, okay? This is the Nine of Wands. Contentment, progress is being made. Because of the work that you're doing on a consistent basis, you find yourself in a contented, you just find yourself content. That's how I want to say it. Don't judge me, bitch. You find yourself in a content state of emotion or energy. because you know that progress is being made. Or even if you didn't know up until this point, yes, the progress is being made. The work that you're taking, the steps that you're taking, if you're paying off those debts in the Nine of Pentacles, the progress is being made. Okay? High priestess, not high priestess, but yeah, high priestess or empress. If you done found out about this bogus third-party situationship and you've removed yourself from it, you put your emotional body first. Yes, you're content. Progress is being made because you got back into your Six of Cups, your peace, your harmony within your heart, home, and familial aspects. Okay, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. You're very passionate about these aspects of the spirit, of the spirit, and creating and knowledge, and bringing knowledge into wisdom by putting that knowledge into action. Okay. Transmuting it from the conceptual to the experiential. Okay, getting into your communicative body, communicating effectively. That means conveying how you feel effectively and properly, as well as listening effectively and properly. And notice I say listening, not hearing. When you hear somebody, you're hearing what they're saying, but at the same time, you're formulating your rebuttal or what the fuck you're going to say to counter out what they just said. And therefore, you're not listening to what they're saying. Again, Nine of Wands. Contentment progress is being made. 9, rounding the end of the cycle. We have a lesson to learn. Are you going to learn it and apply it? If so, all is well. Come and get your diploma, bitch. Okay? 8 of Pentacles. Hard work is paying off. Okay, so Virgo, some of you all are doing what you need to do. You're taking care of that business, being responsible on a financial aspect, finances, business, and property. Whatever it is that you resonate with this energy of the 8 of Pentacles, entrepreneurship type energy, your hard work is paying off. We know that 8 is infinite energy. Okay? Infinite energy. Abundance, strength, tenacity, healing. Some of your businesses could have gone through a low point and now it's being reinvigorated by the hard work that you've been doing. Maybe the economy in your area is rising again. So business is starting to pick up and starting to boom. Boom like an 808. Okay, 88. Prosperity, abundance. Okay. So they want you to know that, Virgo. Your earth sign, your business is becoming, or whatever endeavor this is within the material, is becoming grounded again. Your hard work is paying off. So we're going to go ahead and go over to the galactical deck. My cosmic deck, in other words. For those of you who resonate as star seed potential or having star seed lineage in your bodice. Okay, this is a message for your cosmic from your cosmic tribe. Okay. Ooh, bitch, I'm sleepy. I was going to try and do another video after this, but I'm going to lay down. I didn't get much sleep because of that reading that I did last night. I don't regret it, though. 6 of Swords. Some of you all are in a tower moment. Those of you who resonate with this dark night of the soul energy, removing this mask from self, going through this ascension, this transformation, coming out as the butterfly. This is tower moment. It's fated. It's destined on a cosmic level. 6 is coming, finding, maintaining balance. So with this transformation, this ascension, you are coming into balance on a soul level. Here, one moment. I paused real quick because I'm sorry, I had to be nosy. Her yelling. Next up, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is Emperor energy. Okay. Balance. What did I just say? Balance coming in from this tower energy. Okay. From this transformation, from this ascension. Many of you have ascended to a higher ranking on a soul level, meaning that you're on the brink of mastering something, or you have already mastered some aspect of your spiritual walk, your purpose and design on a soul level. You're now in tandem and in balance, and in balance. Confirmation. You're balanced within your divine feminine and masculine. You are now both the emperor and the empress at the same damn time. What did I tell you about myself? Because I'm just coming out of an ascension. My yin and yang is balanced. My light and shadow aspects are integrated. I'm on the brink of mastering some things. Okay? New beginnings for me. Shifting paradigms. Okay? And I am Virgo rising. And Venus. I gotta go ahead and close this out because me need to lay down. We have 10 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Completion in our heart, home, and family aspects. So not only are you balanced within light, shadow, divine, masculine, and feminine, wish fulfillment in your heart, home, and family. You have someone coming towards you if they haven't already presented themselves to you or made an offer. Congratulations. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Queen of Wands, High Priestess. Okay? Receiving. Now is the time for you to receive. Okay? To receive. Get into your receptive mode. Allow the attraction of these spiritual, ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge to come in. These communications to come in on a cosmic level. Because, yes, your starseed tribe is getting ready to make itself known and make some communications to you. Okay? So, it's time to reset on a spiritual level because you're changed now. You're different. You've ascended. You're high ranking. Okay? You are not to be toyed with, bitch. I'm going to pull one more card from the Ancient One deck and I'm closing this shit out because I have been tired. Okay? Love y'all though. Bam! King of Wands. High Priest energy. Okay? Once you receive these downloads and shit, you're going to be called to take some action on. In regard to it, it's time to teach, time to impart on a spiritual level, make some communications, okay? Touch people's emotional bodies, okay? Impart knowledge and wisdom, okay? With that said, y'all, I'm tired. I gotta end this, okay? If you want to, go ahead and book your personal intuitive reading session or coaching session or Reiki session virtually. The information is in the description box below. If you want to enroll in one of my online coaching courses, you can do that by contacting the information below. I'm out, y'all. I'm so very tired. Deuces.